Okay, we got our sausage all done and it's in the freezer. And now I'm going to take this bread I've been drying. I'm going to make some breadcrumbs so that we have the filler to hold our meatloaf together. This can get a little loud too, so if it does, I'll turn it off. But here we go. That's good. Oh, let's just put them in our trusty old breadcrumb. All right. Doesn't take long. We just get them going and toast them all up. And when it's all done, I add some seasoning to it. And shake it up, and we're good to go. Like I told you before, I don't ever buy breadcrumbs. I make my own. I bought this can a long time ago, and I've been using it ever since to make the breadcrumbs. Don't take long. I dry up the bread. You know, like you get to the end of a loaf, nobody really wants it. Okay, I keep a pan like this. Put it in there. Put it in the oven with the stove, with the oven light on. And in a day or so, you got usually a day, but sometimes 2 days, depending on how much bread you got in there. And you got breadcrumbs, and then you just grind them up, put them in a container, and season them. You've already paid for the bread. Why throw it out? A lot of people just throw out them little end pieces and the pieces that just didn't get ate, and they say, "Oh, this don't, it's not going to taste good." It's perfect for breadcrumbs, and you can season your own and save yourself some money. I usually get almost a full container out of a tray like this. So I save the bread as long as it doesn't go bad, but if I see it starting to go bad, I'll just trash it rather than dry it. But as long as it's in a cool, dry place, it's not going to go bad. Dry it out quick in the oven. Like I said, you turn your oven light on, that's enough. It's quick and easy, and you know what your family's doing. Like I said before, you know what your family's eating. And I think we got maybe one more here to do. I'm going to try to put this all in this one. A lot of this is just crumb. Alrighty. And we should have a full... Oh, I don't believe I did that. Okay, y'all can laugh now. Forgot this. You know how many times I've done that? Oh my God. I have to laugh at myself every time. And I do it at least once every time I get it out. At least this was dry ingredients and wasn't wet. That's not fun when I forget and it's wet ingredients. And then I got to put them into something else to... put the blade back in. Sometimes I just have to laugh at myself. Alrighty, now we got our breadcrumbs all done, and I think we're going to have a full can. Yep. Full can. Now let's put some little onion powder in here. About a tablespoon. A little garlic powder, same thing, about a tablespoon. Where's the Italian seasoning? A tablespoon. And let's find our parsley. And we'll put about probably 2 tablespoons of that in there. the lid back on this. We're going to shake it up good. Roll the can around. And voila! Italian breadcrumbs. And basically, they were free because they were just leftover bread and buns that I dried out. Awesome. Just saved ourselves $3 or $4. Works for me. Now, I'll set this pan over here. I'm going to get a bowl out. I've got my oven on 350 preheating. I've got my Pampered Chef casserole dish. I'm going to put the meatloaf in here to cook. Let's get the meat out. Here's that sausage I just made today. And the ground beef that I made the other day. So we're going to put those in a bowl. Where's my big bowl? I know where it's at. Right here. This big mixing bowl. Oh, I need a couple eggs. A little disorganized on this for some reason. Hello. And some Parmesan cheese that I did the other day. So I'm just gonna see how much is there because I need about a half a cup. Let's see how much is in this little bag. Got it in. Hopefully there's enough there. Oh, absolutely. I should save that bag, but I've used it a couple times, so I'm going to get rid of it. You just grind up your... There, I got my sausage, or my... what is that cheese? Parmesan cheese. So let's put our ground beef that we made the other day into this bowl. And let's put our sausage in here that we just made today. And we're going to put about a tablespoon of black pepper. And even though the breadcrumbs are seasoned, we're gonna add a little bit more seasoning to the meat. About a teaspoon or two of salt. That's good enough. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of garlic. Teaspoon of onion powder. Some Italian seasoning. Yeah, that's good. And then we're gonna add I'm gonna put, this is Pampered Chef's rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie seasoning. This stuff is the bomb. It is good on pork chops. It is good on vegetables. It is good on chicken. It is good on steak. It is good on just anything you want to put it on. It is absolutely like the season of all seasons. So I'm going to put, probably about a teaspoon of that in there. And another one that's really good that I'm going to add just a little bit to this too is the everything but the pizza. This is really good for an Italian dish, something you want to make that's got that little Parmesan-y Italian flavor. Use this. This is really great. I put this the other night on, I made garlic bread for dinner and put this on, sprinkled my garlic bread with it and the cheese and put it in the oven and grilled it. Oh my goodness, was that good. Now we're going to put 2 eggs in here. Got a little piece of shell there. Alright. Now this I gotta get some gloves for because I can't stand to touch raw eggs. They just freak me out. It's like, ugh. Everything that just really just gives you the willies. Well, raw eggs give me the willies if I have to touch them. It's like, ugh. Shivers up and down my whole spine. Silly, right? But I can't help it. I guess we all got our little quirks. Alright, oh, and our cheese. Everything's in there now. Let's mix this all up and make a good meatloaf. We'll throw some breadcrumbs in here after we get all this stuff mixed together. Make sure it's all incorporated good. And then we're going to shape it into a meatloaf and put it into the oven and let it bake. Probably about an hour. We'll test it.